And so it comes to this. A best of 5, Team Jekich against the Pango. This is the ESL One Mumbai 2019 European and CIS qualifiers. I'm joined by Lacoste, and we've got ourselves a draft. My man, what are we looking at?
Hello, my boy G. Yeah, I'm a bit sad that we're not gonna see Viper every single time.
Sad?
First phase banned out. Yeah, I love Viper. This is one of the things in Dota. Necro becomes so popular. Oh yeah, give me that Necro, man. I want to see him not dying in a team fight, then killing everyone after.
And Bristleback.
Then after 15, 20 games, you just kind of get bored.
Yeah. We're just not going to see him.
But Lesh is here. This is the hero. Well, most of the teams actually are afraid of playing against Lesh right now because he's so versatile. Most of the time it's played as an offlaner, but we see him being played in a mid lane, position 4, sometimes even 5. This is the beauty of this hero. I only don't remember seeing him being played as position 1.
Yeah, the ability just to output so much damage, like you TP into a lane, turn things around so quickly with the damage output you've got, it's insane. Kotl, Ursa, Lifestealer, Magnus, Shadow Shaman, Chen, the Viper, of course, OD, Monkey King, all removed. And the Pango, they take the PA, steal it away from Chappie, as we saw him perform pretty well with it over the past couple of nights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Chappie disbanded EPG.
He did.
Yeah, he did. They're gone. They can't stand each other anymore.
No, we saw the tweets this morning. They're done for after losing last night. I mean, they had their opportunities. They looked like they were doing okay in the first couple of games, but they fell apart a little bit because Team Jekich pretty much slammed them into the ground. And, 1-0 advantage to the Pango. It is a best of 5 with a 1-game upper bracket advantage. And these two teams, they did play against each other early on in the bracket, in which the Pango defeated Team Jekich 2-1. So it's going to be a close one here. Both of these teams looking pretty on form and knowing what they're doing. But a Dark Willow in that pivot pick, that third spot for the Pango. How do you feel about that?
I've saw some Dark Willow being played. Still not convinced.
It's a bit of an odd one, right?
I don't know. It feels like the hero could get a buff or two to be viable again. And for those who are wondering who's that on profile picture of Team Jekich, that's Jekich himself, which makes a lot of sense.
We have no idea. I asked them in the lobby, and they're just like, "Is Jekich? Is he famous?" And what did they say? He's an upstanding human being, and you should all try and be like him. Didn't tell me who he was. Just he's the best man alive.
I could sense some sarcasm coming out from F.
Sounds like a bit of an internal meme there. There's Oracle now coming out for Team Jekich. Nothing here really that you can, there's no Ember, for instance, that you want to try and dispel Flame Guard or anything like that. There's no Huskar yet to try and keep him alive. Is there a big reason why they've grabbed up this Oracle in that third spot?
It's a great hero against Phantom Assassin. He can dispel Jakiro's spells. He can dispel Cursed Crown, which is great.
Yeah, dispelling Cursed Crown is pretty nice.
Yeah, so I guess they want a lane. Not necessarily. Dark Willow maybe doesn't even get Cursed Crown until level 4. But overall, a good hero. Good against PA because you have a free disarm. So they need to pick a hero that doesn't want to die. Tell me that hero, Gary.
Huskar. That's the one I want to see. Yeah, Fate's Edict to disarm, like you mentioned. And I guess Fortune's End being a root. Pretty good to stop Phantom Strike. And maybe if it's laned with the Leshrac, you've got the ability to set up for Split Earths.
All right, interesting pickup by the Pango. Slardar. We didn't see too much. But this hero can dominate his lane, especially if he's playing against the melee core. And combine that with Phantom Assassin, his ulti that's ton of the damage. And now they pick TB. So it's kind of guaranteed Sunder if Oracle is positioned well in a team fight. Also, Terrorblade has really high armor, which is great against both PA and Slardar.
Exactly. I always love it when the chat wheel sounds come out. Like Ghostic applauding there. That makes me think that someone on the Pango, maybe Slayer, said, hey, they're going to pick TB. and they knew it was coming, and Ghostic's applauding his captain for knowing what's happening. But in that 4th spot, can be difficult to handle the Terrorblade. Nothing really here from the Pango so far that's good against him. He's a natural Manta buyer, so he can get away from Dark Willow's abilities. He's pretty good at chasing down PA and Jakiro, because he's reasonably speedy. And like you mentioned, the armor against Corrosive Haze always handy. And it gives him that pushing power.
Terrorblade, still viable as a hero. No matter how much you nerf him, the hero's still good.
He's not Imber anymore, really. You know, he's not super OP, but he's still in a solid place, right?
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
and they have a lot of siege potential with TB, with Lash. The problem for Pango is they don't have any kind of deep push besides Jakiro. Also, they don't clear the creep wave fast enough. Like Slardar PA until she gets a Battle Fury, even if she decides to go for Battle Fury.
Or the illusions from TB, right?
No, I meant for the Pango.
Yeah, but I mean, they can't if they can't clear creep waves, they can't clear illusions either, can they?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That could be difficult for them. Well, there's the Huskar ban. That makes a lot of sense. We were looking for it. We're fishing for it.
Sometimes I sound stupid at the start, so I can sound smart later.
It was last night. Jenkins was talking about the Eternal Envy effect and the Sammy Boy effect. Sammy Boy owns early and then throws late. Eternal Envy throws early and then owns late to win the game. You're pulling an Eternal Envy. You're throwing early, you're talking nonsense, and then, you come back. You win the game in the end by sounding smart.
Man, Jenkins, what a unique... I'm going to call him character in our Dota scene. Pretty lovable guy. Most of the people underestimate Jenkins, but he's a clown in real life, man. I love Jenkins.
He has a good brain. He's a very good brain.
Behind the scenes, he's pretty unique.
I'm a fan of this. Kunkka with a boat, with the Oracle, plenty of saves, and sustain to keep Terrorblade and Leshrac, who are both very heavy hitters. Elder Titan buffs up Leshrac and Terrorblade with natural order, so you've got that magic and physical damage amp through the natural order. It looks pretty good for Team Jekich, but Pango, they have the final pick. They're mid-hero here. There's no Monkey. There's no OD. There's no Razor. So their final pick, it's going to come out as an Ember. Ember Spirit arrives. Highly mobile, but it's into an Oracle.
That doesn't mean he's going to play... Because he's not going to play against the Oracle in the laning stage, so I don't think it matters that much. They're still going to be using Slight from far away, and there's no real lockdown for this Ember Spirit, so Leshrac is going to need to buy Road of Atos. It's extremely good against PA, can't blink out, Ember Spirit, and you're setting up your stuns. Kunkka as the last pick gives them a bit more chase potential, because the Pango heroes are extremely speedy, can easily just run away, so Kunkka was a good pick.
It sure was. Having that reach is always handy. They've also got plenty of ways to catch Dark Willow. One of the great things about the Dark Willow is that Shadow Realm, and being able to dodge single-target projectile spells or stuns and disables. But you've got ET Stomp, Earth Splitter, Kunkka with both Torrent and Boat. It's not going to be an easy game for Zayats.
Doge X, motherfucker. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Zayats, man, he's been... under my radar for quite some time. I rate him really highly as position 4 in the CIS scene. The guy is just extremely good. I'm not going to say that Pango is a bad team, but I think Zayats deserves a better team. I think he could easily play for tier 1 team.
Zayats for Liquid. PogChamp. Get him in there. Well, away we go. This is technically game 2. It's a best of 5 with a 1-0 upper bracket advantage. If you're just joining us, the Pango did go through the entirety of the upper bracket. I think they only dropped 1 game, while Team Jekich from the lower bracket, they've got an uphill battle to climb. As we'll find out how we start to lane things up. No fear on the ET. Yoku here on the Leshrac. Clowness is his tag in game. FN the Kunkka into mid with Misha Oracle. Chappie on the Terrorblade. Looks like he's facing off against Zayat's Willow, Slayer Jakiro, and Ghostic Slardar. They're moving 3 down here. Maybe start off to look for a kill early on and then transfer to defend Naive's PA top. And of course, Kuman, the Ember Spirit, like you said, won't be in one of the side lanes. He will be mid against the Kunkka. This is going to be an interesting game. both teams have... they've got a lot of kill power on these lanes, but they've also got pretty heavy momentum. You know, none of these heroes really need a lot of time to get up and running. I feel like TB and Ember Spirit probably the two heroes that need, you know, 15 minutes of farming time to really become a hero or fulfill their real potential. But outside of that, this is going to be a no-holds-barred game.
Yeah, if you were in a public game, I would prefer to play on the Pango's team. Look at all those stuns, silences, whatever. Like, they have so much root. I love to play Dota like that. Just pure aggression.
Easy to cast ones as well, right? Like, Leshrac stun's difficult, ET Stomp. You know, it's not hard, but it can miss. Kunkka X-Mark going to be pretty important this game to really capitalize on any movements they make. Moving these lanes around, what's happening here? So Jakiro PA top, Leshrac and ET going to be blocking up the wave as we've seen so many times. Naive will come down and block the Radiant one, it looks like.
I don't think that's that effective. Like, what do you get from it if they just block it themselves?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've seen it bottom lane, like Radiant side. You know, the Dire goes in and they block it to make it land at the tower, so it pushes back to them. But up on this top lane, it's not going to swing as hard back the other way. FN mid against the Ember. Already 4-0 for Kuman, so doing reasonably well early on. Level 1 Tidebringer, not as effective, of course, until he gets to level 3 or so. And he can start dominating a little bit more. But Chappie down bottom, he's taken a lot of damage. What's that from? Zayats with the Brambles and Ghostic with the Bash. Looks like they've punished the TB, even though he's got the Metamorphosis going.
Yeah, Darkolo, Bramble Maze, plus Bash of the Deep. He's holding out that Bash.
Do they go again?
They're gonna go in.
It's not
Nisha.
level 2. Ghostic, if he had a crush there, like he just cracks level 2 now. If he had a crush, that could have been a double kill.
That's a kill. Don't exaggerate, Gary.
It could have been a double kill.
At least a triple kill.
At least a rampage, mate. It's easy. It's easy. But Team Jekich, they've lost so much HP. Zayats is really pummeling them into the ground. Keeping my eyes on top, though. Everybody's losing HP at a drastic rate. Where's First Blood going to happen, Lacoste? Where is it?
Oh, bottom lane looks really low. Misha on half HP. Turboblade, same, but the problem is Darklo doesn't have much mana to work with, so I'm gonna say top lane.
Top lane, okie dokie. Jakiro Slayer's gonna go back, pull, reset that lane equilibrium, also hide himself away from the ET Leshrac. They do have plenty of damage between them. Edict, Split Earth, and what do we have from No Fear? What's he leveled up? He does have the Spirit and the Stomp, and with no stuns up top, nothing really to cancel him out when he's casting that. I'm on the edge of my seat right now, but it looks like everybody is salved up or tangoed enough to get back up to reasonable amounts of HP. So no death coming just yet. Even FN is salving in towards the mid, starting to climb and create a bit of a lead over Kuman in the CS.
For mid, it's hard for Kunkka to remove his Flame Guard. When I say hard, I mean impossible, because his Torrent can't deal enough damage, so he's just relying on the right clicks. Torrent.
He's got him. 2 more hits. Oh,
He's done.
That's it. First blood. And at the same time, top lane, you weren't far off. There was a kill top straight after the mid first blood. Slayer drops.
Yeah, I'm getting participation points.
You get the bronze medal there. It was 2 seconds, 3 seconds after the death mid. Jakiro falls flat on his face. Must have been a nice little play there from ET Lesh. Again. Oh, it's FN this time that's in a bit of trouble. Doesn't have anything coming out in the courier just yet. He'll have to ferry himself a salve, so Kuman will be able to start taking control a little bit more in this mid lane. Interestingly, he doesn't have any points in Slight, but I guess against the Kunkka, this is... Whoa.
Wait, what's Kunkka doing?
FN, you've walked into your own death.
I mean...
Yeah, no, that's it. That is an I mean. That is an I mean moment. Not sure what happened there. FN just gave himself away. Top lane again. Slayer out in the open. throws out the dual breath, but the level 2 Diabolic Edict really does go to work here in the trees. Split Earth connects. Not sure if it was needed, but it will secure them a kill onto the Jakiro. Nicely done. Team Jekich now 3-1 ahead. Early days in this game. And Chappie's Metamorphosis down bottom doesn't seem like it's really gaining him too much.
Yeah, that lane is not strong, even when meta is up. Oh, top lane.
They diving? Oh, naive selves.
Yeah, the lane is not strongest. Even when the meta is up, they can still play aggressive. Dark Willow with Shadow Realm, 1/1/1 build.
One more hit, and out comes the bash. Lions Ghost Stick, and Zayats will claim the kill. Terrorblade, incredibly demoralized in this lane, and Zayats will survive. No, he won't. Doesn't quite get back into the trees. Misha finishes him off. At least a bit of a return. But the bounty runes, they're going to be claimed up bottom, both by the Pango. While top lane, 2 for 2. You're absolutely right. Yoku and No Fear take the 2 top. But the weird thing is for me about this game, it feels like momentum on mid and the top lane. It was going the way of the Radiant, going the way of Team Jekich. But then you look at the CS, and the Dire team are farming incredibly well.
They are, yeah. Ember Spirit forced to go into the jungle. Kanka has a free lane, so whoever makes a movement on the side lane, because it's 2 versus 2, they might score double kill. Kuman is low on HP, low on mana, so I don't think he's gonna rotate. He can always pop the shrine.
Solo shrine. Back into the jungle he goes. Well, No Fear hunting Slayer. Might not expect the Kuman rotation though, this Ember Spirit. I guess he got spotted by the Observer Ward, I would assume so with, the movement Yoku's making. They most certainly saw him, and even the TP back from No Fear, getting out of danger and dodging this rotation in. Yoku, I wonder if he knows about this ward. He's playing as though he's baiting them in. They do jump forward with a Remnant and the Phantom Strike. Good 2-man Earth Splitter though from Yoku, and he's got the damage through from the Edict. Trouble is, the burn damage from that Flame Guard, more than enough to secure the kill. While mid lane, Cursed Crown, Bramble Maze, in comes Ghostic with the TP and a crush. The stun's coming out pretty frequently here, and another bash secures the kill.
Good rotation from Ghostic. And Ghostic has been performing extremely well in the past, I would say, 2-3 years. His performance was always stable. That's what I like about this player.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's always been very strong. I always remember him for his Nature's Prophet, though.
Nature's Prophet, and he was one of the few players who played the Legion Commander a lot.
Oh, yeah. Rip Legion Commander. What's it going to take for her to become a hero?
I saw him being played.
Against Lifestealer, I think she's got a place. But outside of that...
Against the Lifestealer, against the Batrider.
Yeah, I guess so.
I saw him being picked up a couple of times, even being played on the mid lane. Not the worst hero.
FN with the double braces, heading into the phase boots. Kuman pretty safe in the mid lane right now, with Remnants. No great opportunities for FN to grab any kills. Of course, we have the Leshrac top rushing straight into the Rod of Atos. Even a defensive ward being plonked down by the Pango just to try and give vision of where No Fear is coming from. Terrorblade's given up, by the way. Bottom lane, he doesn't want anything to do down there. Into the jungle he goes, level 5. Not out of the ordinary, we've seen plenty of this Terrorblade jungling over the past 6-7 months or so. Ooh, top, hello. TP rotation from Misha, they're bringing numbers up to this top tier 1. Knowing that Kuman has made the rotation and they've pinged him out, they've seen him.
He needs to go back. It's gonna be hard for him to play in the lane where Oracle is. Just remove his Flame Guard completely. But someone needs to be on the bottom lane. Someone needs to collect that XP.
But no one wants to lane against Ghostic Slardar. Chappie doesn't even want to show himself. FN has a nice little jungle camp off to the side. So he can push out the wave mid, dip back into the jungle for a little bit, claim up the gold that he so desperately needs. 64 and 24. He's had a pretty good start to this, but he's still behind the Slardar in net worth, thanks to the kills that he's got. 1-0-1 on Ghostic.
I feel like Kanka needs to be more active than what he's doing right now. He needs to create space for TB. They should play around Leshrac, who's not that high of a level, 5.5, but still, they need to make something happen with the Ghost Ship. Try to play aggressive. Now in the bottom lane, Slardar is just farming his Blink Dagger.
He's, what, halfway towards it already, with a Bracer and some phase boots up. And it looks like Team Jekich trying to make some plays around the Northern Bounty runes. Naive and Slayer making a move towards No Fear. Ice Path is there and it lets them gather it up. So 3 Bounty runes should go the way of the Dire team here as they also escape from the rotation of Kunkka. FN has to return back to mid. And did Ghostic get one bottom? He sure did. So Misha gets the only one for the Radiant up towards top. Zayat's leaving it there, right? Yeah.
Turtleblade farms jungle fast, but rest of the team is not doing too much. Lash is also getting farm. I guess they're not that much in a rush. If Leshrac gets that Road of Atos, they have a lockdown for Ember Spirit, they have a lockdown for Phantom Assassin, Atos into stun, and a follow-up stun from Elder Titan is going to be more than enough to kill anyone.
They're even scanning, looking behind the tower as they bring 3 down bottom. Claim the tier 1 easily, or maybe not easily. FN. Curse Crown dispelled off. Misha. Quick Fortune's End, and the X-Mark boat will connect onto this poor little Dark Willow. Some decent commitment though, and with the terrorized Zayats, he's never getting out of this one. The damage from the Leshrac arriving with stick charges, and Misha needs another Purifying Flames with the Fortune's End. They will open it up to take the kill and give it to Yoku. But they bring numbers bottom, they use meta. Chappie will go back into the jungle with it, but I think the Pango pretty happy with the way that they've drawn their opponents all the way down to that bottom lane.
Yeah, the only casualty was Dark Willow. I think they're fine. The tower is pretty low. They should have denied that tower. 90 HP.
Ooh, what's FN making?
Yeah, that's what I just saw.
Halberd?
I have no clue. BKB, I guess.
Maybe
I don't
so.
think Halberd first item is that great. It can work. You're playing against 2 cores who rely on right clicks, Phantom Assassin and Slardar.
Throws the boat onto the Slardar for good measure. He's going to get healed up to full by Misha though. Good positioning from the Oracle, sat behind the Kunkka, feeling that gank coming. A double damage rune though, picked up by Kuman. He's getting pinged out. Radiant Obs Ward in the river, probably spotted him moving across. But with this double damage rune and level 3 Searing Chains, they're going to grab the Kunkka, who's, I think, X-marked himself there. Unfortunate. With a stomp, they'll potentially get 1 kill out of this. Remnant out, though, will save the Ember's life. Now Ghostic turns, tries to fight. He's got a lot of damage behind him, and a bash will come. And with the Remnant, Kuman goes, but the Fate's Edict buying time for the Elder Titan to land another stomp, but the damage is substantial. The Pango claim a double kill for the Kuman mid, Ember Spirit. And Team Jekich, they are starting to struggle.
Leshrac got the return kill on top. Road of Atos. Easy grab.
Is he going for another one mid, Kuman? Chains are ready. Doesn't have any additional remnants, just the one to escape to, but he's committing for the kill, and he's going to jump away from this. No questions asked. Back away from danger while top lane. Leshrac ganked up by 4, and this is the Pango really showing why they have been such a dominant team in this CIS region recently.
They want to smoke right now. They are going to Shrine, pop that smoke. Slardar revealed his Blink Dagger. I think he didn't use it, but Courier delivered it during a mid-fight, so they should know something is up. FN is going to get caught.
Oh, I think getting caught is an understatement. Even the Macropyre's there with a false promise. He will be kept alive, and they've got the Shrine, but Misha's died, so no additional heals for the Kunkka, and another 2-man chains. Terrorized on top of 3. This is perfect from the Pango. It sets up a sick crush from Ghostic, an Ice Path to go on top of it all, and 1 by 1, Team Jekich, they're going to fall. I think Ghostic might be in a spot of bother here with Leshrac pumping out all of that damage, and the final hit from the TB. They do get a trade. That's a pretty decent one as well. Ghostic Slardar. One of the more farmed heroes in the game.
I like what Leshrac has queued up. Rod of Eta straight into Guardian Greaves. This item is so good, and you can dispel Corrosive Case. You can get out of Searing Chains, dispel Curse Crown.
Is Kuman committing here? There's no Sunder on Chappie. Kuman's gonna die though.
Committing to dying.
Well then, that was quite something. Not expecting the ET and Oracle to both be behind the Terrorblade there. And Chappie's like, yeah, okay, I'll take a kill. I'll go back to jungle, no biggie. You do still have this PA though out on the map farming away. Demon Age complete, or purchased up. And Battle Fury not too distant anymore. Whoa. Diving into the shrine, what's happened here? Cursed Crown. They do have a Sunder on the Terrorblade now, but Chappie, Ghostic just chain stuns him with the help of Zayat. X-Mark Boat. Dark Willow going to be the sacrifice, it looks like. As they quite quickly drop him low, but not quite getting the killing blow. No. Jakiro on the northeastern side does fall. Zayat with no TP, though, is stuck out in no man's land. Misha also. Oh, look at that damage from Ghostic. Level 4 bash. Taking Oracle low. X-Mark Torrent from FN, but the Remnants arriving. Kuman's come into play. Curse Crown Leshrac. He's burning down, but another stomp. Nicely done by the ET. No Fear keeps the Lesh alive, but Naive chases him down, hunts him. He's speedy into the trees, and Naive can't quite catch him, so back down south. In we go onto Yoku. Torrent, though, from FN and the Sunder to save Yoku. He's gonna get him. Kuman has no Remnant to fly to. He's got one to spend, but he can't get the kill on Chappie. Where are the tips?
Zayat. Gonna connect.
Close.
They're still bound here. Easy.
1 minute 15 after the spawn. No problem.
And do you think level 15 talent on Dark Willow is not good enough? 90 GPM. Like most of the heroes received the extra buff on level 10. Nyx Assassin, 90 GPM, Winter Wyvern. Everyone has 90 GPM talent.
Who else? Like Phoenix, Venno.
Venno, yeah.
And then you look at the other ones, you know, Crystal Maiden, Enigma have like 150 at level 15 or 20. 90 feels a little bit low.
Even Silencer has higher, I think.
I think this is 120 at level 15.
120, yeah.
It's pretty juicy. Easy tier 1 in the mid lane for Team Jekich though, as Terrorblade pops the meta and they charge forward, trying to commit for additional objectives. Kuman with the loop around from the south. FN getting caught with a Cursed Crown, but no commitment just yet from the Pango. Interesting TP from Chappie though. Getting caught by the Sleight of Chains and having it cancelled out. I think he cancelled it himself, but hey look, FN did buy Halberd level 1.
Radiant's top tower is
Alright, I guess it's not that bad. I thought he's gonna go for maybe a BKB. There's a lot of spell that he can get out of. But he's gonna cripple PA. She still needs to finish her Battle Fury. Second item probably needs to be a BKB. So you can join the fights, not care about Kanka's combo, not care about the Sunder. Slardar needs to find Oracle in the backline. They need to have a good vision so he can jump on him and try to blow him up before the fight starts.
Right now, he'll just farm aggressively in the jungle, under an observer ward of the Radiant team though, as Slayer gets spotted with an obs ward on him. Terrorblade's illusion will also scout him out. Where's the rest of Team Jekich? They've got a couple mid, a couple top taking the tier 2. Very nice systematic movements from the Radiant though, taking towers over and over again, getting gold into the pockets, especially of their supports. The Dire team feels like they're kind of waiting for this Ember and PA. Like you said, Battle Fury, not quite enough for Naive to feel comfortable. It's that BKB that comes after that he needs.
We saw yesterday how aggressive they play when Naive gets a BKB.
Zayat just throws in the Bedlam and the Shadow Realm mid. Clears out the TB illusion. Should be able to farm up and push the wave, but down bottom, hello. Kuman again incredibly deep. Does get himself out of danger this time, and maybe enough damage to take out No Fear with a Macropire. But Misha As the Fate's Edict, the heals, and no fear is fine. Turn around and claim the life of Shoma the Slayer. Shakiro out in the open, easy pickings.
Right, Ward's gonna get found. Misha with good map reading. Misha's extremely poor, man. He has brown boots, healing salve, 500 gold. Get that magic wand, get some extra mana, and Oracle ulti is gonna do so good with this mech pickup on Lash. If you can somehow farm and earn, that would be great.
Yeah, I was going to say, Oracle needs the urn, needs the magic wand, and then he's set for life. Then he's pretty happy. Goes to the bounty rune top, nice preemptive Fate's Edict, grabs the rune and runs away. Kuman couldn't really do anything there. Does have the Yule set to complete now. Over on that Ember Spirit, and Radiance queued up. So it is going to be a bit of a later timing here. Try and tie it in with the BKB, +1 item on the PA to really hit their power spike. And Ghostic, it went back into the hand of Midas, didn't he? So they are trying to kind of extend this mid-game phase, get into 30, 35 minutes, and then look to capitalize.
Yeah, we're kind of back to this meta where even offlaners are getting a hand of Midas after getting a Blink Dagger, so they can scale. He has not the best farm potential. They increased it a little bit with how Bash of the Deep works, but with Hand of Midas he can scale. I'm surprised that he didn't go for 25 damage talent.
Oh yeah, 6 HP regen. I guess it lets him stay out on the map a little bit longer. Keep himself on the enemy side of the river, but hello. 21 minutes, Terrorblade with Meta, Manta, Illusions, and a Catapult. Ready to break high ground. Like you said, the mech on the Leshrac is there with level 4 Diabolic Edict. Already spending the Terrorize, the Searing Chains. Even the Cursed Crown on towards Chappie. Dispelling it off with the Manta style, but in comes the Ice Path and the Macroplier. Ghostic holding, waiting for the Blink to come off cooldown, but he gets caught by the Stomp on the tail end. And it's down to Kuman really to try and catch any of these stragglers as they retreat. Team Jekich, they've forced the Pango to come back and defend their tier 3. They've done 1,800 damage to it pretty much. But there's a smoke out of the base, so they're going to go and hunt for kills.
Sadly for them, they did not finish the tower with Last Track DB Illusions. It's so easy to take down shrines after it. I think they want to use this opportunity because they know there's no DB meta and they can try to fight or force a Roche fight.
Oh man, smoking straight into Roshan. Corrosive Haze, the PA's damage. In with the Elder Titan Spirit, the Stomp onto 3. Earth Splitter will come through and a nice Torrent too. They've caught them all. The damage is massive. The boat lands and a double kill for FN. In we go with FN's X mark. Did they catch the PA? It looks like they will take down Slayer. The chase forward, though, is the bigger kill in the back. Naive scouted by the Spirit. Doesn't land the Stomp, but FN has the Haste Rune to chase on forward. Get the 5-man... Whoa, no. 4-man kill. As Kuman was the last man standing, pushing out mid lane.
Man, that was sick. Sick decision-making to run into Roche Pit like that with against Elder Titan. Like, he's gonna scout it out. He knows they're gonna try to make something happen after TV meta was used and not ready.
Look at FN.
I think they should have tried to grab a kill before getting into Roche Pit.
FN's gonna die here. He's walked up to high ground. The Dire team were respawning in like 7-8 seconds. He had time to kill a tier 3, but didn't quite get the takedown on it and wastes his life, in all honesty.
Oh, he's pinging it out. Like,
yeah, guys, listen, I was trying to take the tower, sorry.
He should have hit it then.
where's my team?
Where's my team? Oh, that's my favorite. Team? Team? Where's my team? Oh, you were farming jungle. Oh, I see. BKB for the Kunkka. Realizes what he needs. Closing in one on the PA. How are we looking on this Ember Spirit? Still working on the Relic. Dark Willow has the Yules. Heading towards Blink. BKB worked on by Slardar. It's the Radiant team, though, with Yules, Greaves, Aegis on Leshrac with the Rod of Atos Oracle has tranquil booties and a magic wand now. Can feel pretty happy. Terrorblade about 2,000 gold away from Skadi, though, is becoming incredibly scary.
He's just building those stats items. Even more armor, more HP, so they can't blow him up. Chappie has been performing so well in these qualifiers.
Yeah, even when he's been in, like, difficult lanes or he's had heroes which maybe don't match up so well, he knows the timings. He knows when he needs to farm, when he needs to fight. Decision-making has been on point from Chappie.
Yeah, Chappie became Untiltable Mountain.
Untiltable Mountain. I like that. Macro fire down from Jakiro. Try and delay this push to the high ground, but they're going to swing mid for the tier 3 and try and finish that one off. Yoku. The delayed TP from Zayat's baiting him out a little bit there. And go stick with the jump, but again, they've got the saves. So many of them. And with Terrorblade's meta, they go to work now on the melee barracks after killing off the tier 3. Zayat is forced to throw the Terrorize, stomp onto 2, and they've got the Kunkka combo with the Earth Splitter as well. Beautiful stuff. It is glorious from Team Jekich. FN even pops his BKB to try and continue this fight further forward with a full lane going down. It's the Pango. They're gonna have to strike back, but I don't see how. Naive, maybe now, can do some damage towards Yoku, but he has Aegis, regardless of his death here. He'll come back to life. The PA's committing with her BKB onto a hero that doesn't care. The Greaves buff, the bonus armor and the HP regen goes to work, and Team Jekich take the melee barracks, and looks like they'll try and back up. But a jump in from Ghostic, catching FN, turn around and swing hard. Slardar has to run back to base, but it's Yoku. The damage output is massive. Down to bottom lane we go.
This is how you play this game. They did not give Aegis to their safe lane. They did not give Aegis to their mid lane because they realized that Lash is going to be in front, dealing all the damage. They're going to save False Promise to save either TB or Kunkka if needed. And Lash is so tanky with this item build, man. Perfect item build. You know I tend to go hard on people who make bad items and lose the game because of it. Lashrak, I gotta praise this guy.
It's really quite powerful.
And his next item would be Lotus Orb, so he would have another Dispel. Even give him some extra armor so he can survive the burst coming out from Slardar and PA. Gary, I don't want to spoil anything, but this game is over.
It looks like it's going that way. Nice False Promise. Just in the nick of time. Bedlam's going though and might be able to take down Misha in the back. Naive still losing his HP through the BKB. Has a Phantom Strike to jump away as Misha does fall to Zayat, but they've still got this Aegis Lashrak going to work on the racks. A blink and a crush from Ghostic into the middle of 4 Radiant heroes. And no follow through from Kuman. GG's called, it's over. Game 1, I guess game 2 goes the way of Team Jekich here, tying things up. And it's best of 5.
Yeah, they played extremely well. Even though I was afraid for them that they're gonna get out-farmed at one point. It's just TB. He farms jungle so fast, and they played around Lashrak extremely well. Around his item timing, he gets Rod of Aethas, gets a pick-off, secures the tower. Even with all the farm that Slardar had, he couldn't do that much because Phantom Assassin items don't come online as quick as his. It was pretty much Slardar who had the free lane, and Ember Spirit some questionable plays by him.
Yeah, a couple of deep dive. You could tell Kuman hates Chappie, right? You can feel it. He was just diving onto the Terrorblade every opportunity he had. I remember 2, definitely, maybe even 3 situations where Kuman was under a tower and losing his life 1 versus 3 just to try and kill the Terrorblade. But you're praising, Lashrak for his item build. I fully agree. Do you think maybe there's an argument to be made that the Pango aimed too late? With the Radiance queued, with the Midas on Slardar, they kind of let Team Jekich just push and win the game.
Yeah, but this also shows the weakness of Dark Willow and why this hero is not picked.
Yeah, you did talk about the D-push, the lack of D-push for the Pango, right?
Yeah. They had nothing to clear the creep wave with.
Nothing to kill those TP illusions.
Everyone's joining the game so fast, we should cut into a break, my man, and come back stronger and with even better dose than what we just saw.
I'll follow your lead. Off to a break we go. See you guys for game 3.